Alright, I bought a bunch of new things for the Matrix off of Facebook because some guy was like parting out a bunch of things. So I bought some things, but then I never did anything with it. So let's go take a look at the Matrix, and we're probably gonna have to jump start it because it's been sitting for a while. So here it is. We'll hop in real quick. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to jump start this thing. I mean, I don't see any lights on the dash. I need to start driving it more, but I really don't. So yeah, it's completely dead. So let's pop the hood and take a look. But before we actually jump start it, I do want to say thanks to Auto1 for sending out one of their jump starters. I knew I was going to need one, and they came in perfect timing. So they have an awesome carrying case that fits the actual thing. I know a lot of people, I've bought in several of them, that like the jump starter fits in a nice case, but then you have no room for your cables. So this thing comes with the nice cables, and then very nice, slim, compact jump starter. So, and this thing has I forget how big, it's like a 8,000 milliamp hour battery, something like that. But I will put a link down below to one of these if you are interested. But this thing, not only can it jump start your car, it also has a built-in flashlight, so super bright. You can make it flicker, SOS, all sorts of good stuff, and then turn it off. But right here, you can, that's where you put your jump starter at, and then this will also work as a nice charging block. So let's hop under the hood and actually get this car jump started. So we're gonna go positive to positive and negative to negative. All right, and once this is green, we are good to jump. Perfect. Now we can actually move this car and get it over to the garage. It looks like I do need to get some gas, but that'll be another day's problem. Let's get this thing moved. All right, we got it moved. So let's go take a look at all the parts that I got for this car. All right, so I got all these things laid out, except for one other thing. Let's grab that. Excuse the mess. This is a storage unit. All right, so now we have everything. So I spent about like $130 on all these. This was probably the most expensive thing. If you guys are in the Matrix community, you guys know that these are kind of rare to find these, but they're the little pouches that go on the back that mount with all the hardware and stuff like that. So, but then I was missing a front cubby, so I bought one of those. My rear cup holders are non-existent, so I bought the inset for that. And then I bought this trim piece, which is actually right here. You can see mine is broken, so hopefully I don't break it again when I take this out. But I got that. The cubby that I was missing is from down there. I don't know why it's missing, but it is. And then the cup holders are non-cup holders. One thing, when I bought these, the guy had given me these nuts right here for the cargo tie downs, but I realized I didn't have the actual T-nut things to slide into that. So I had to spend an extra 20 something dollars, but this is literally an OEM pack of like T-nuts, studs, and everything like that. So I found those on eBay. That was, like I said, 20 bucks. So, but let's go clean this stuff up because some of this is a little grungy. So first thing first, let's clean off all this splooge stuff on here. So let me know if you own a Matrix. Was this missing on your car? Because it seems like these are pretty common to find. So I'm not sure if they just tend to fall out or what. Alright, I'd say this is pretty presentable. Let's move on to our cup holders. Alright, looks pretty good. Let me know down below if you have this in your matrix. I may need to vacuum this one and get it on the car. Alright, but I'd say it looks better than it was. First thing we're gonna hop on is the cup holders. So mine still has the insert. Luckily I still have the screws, as long as I don't drop them. And then this whole insert should slide right out. Like whoever owned this before me was super rough with this car. Alright, little crusty dusty. I'm gonna just kind of give it a quick wipe down. Luckily it's not too bad. Now I should be able to slap this thing back in. Look at that, we have cup holders. Let's put our screws back in. Perfect. They are a little bit janky, but maybe need to put a little grease. Because I'm not sure if they grease these from factory or not. It does work, and it just looks better. Now there's not a hole right there. So moving on to the front of the car, we got our cubby hole that is missing right here. That has literally been missing ever since I bought the car. So let's just see. I think this just kind of snaps right in. So let's just see. I mean, it's in, but it doesn't stay. It seems like something with the little nozzle here. So kind of looking over this, it's kind of nice not having my shift boot here, but it looks like that little notch down there is supposed to keep this thing held in place, but the notch actually seems too small. I may have to cut that notch open just a little bit to keep this to keep it staying. I don't know if the different generation matrices had a different little latch right here. Let me know down below if your matrix has a small skinny one or a wide one like this. So I think the parts that I got came from a 2006 matrix, and this is a 2003 matrix, so that would explain some things, but not sure. So I'm just going to try to notch that open just a little bit and see if we can get this thing to stay. Alright, so after a little finagling, seems to be latching perfectly fine. You can kind of see in here where I cut, so now it latches up in there. So I mean, works just as good, and it looks so much cleaner now because now I don't have a gaping hole in there. Maybe soon I'll get a shift boot so that way this also gets covered and looks pretty. So, but now the next thing while we're sitting up front would be, let's tackle this switch. I'm not sure how this comes out, and I don't want to break everything. I don't know if I need to pull out the entire, well, that's simple. I guess I don't have to pull all that out. I don't know if mine's just broken, but we'll see how the new one is. But that's actually very simple, so it's going to clean this up and make it look even better. Alright, so we got to get all these plugs unplugged. There's that. So we'll push out. And plastic is already breaking on this thing, so we've got our new one right here. Snaps right in. Let's give this a little bit of a clean. Alright, and then let's get this one out of here. So out with the old crappy broken one. And in with the new, not as crappy, I guess you could say. And it's not broken. It's crazy that this car has a outlet in the front. But let's get this thing plugged back in. And it should just snap into place. Oh, that fits perfect. Now I need to replace this cigarette lighter, but oh, you guys can't even see it. But sooner or later I'll get this cigarette lighter replaced. But now this looks a million times better than what it was before. So now let's move on to probably, hopefully the easiest one out of all these are those new mats that I got for the trunk. So let's move on to the back. Alright, so I got these things nice and clean, vacuumed up. They look pretty good. So now we got to try to figure out how to get these T-nuts inside of these tracks. It looks like it's a couple piece assembly where this is supposed to go inside of there, and then I guess they like compress to keep tension on them, and then this knob screws onto that. So I think I'm gonna have to be putting the screws down, or putting the seats down, so that way I can get these slid in there. So I'm gonna put 2 in this seat. I'm not sure how many I actually got. Where this is, and you take your little knob, alright, and we'll get these both tightened up. Probably hand tight will be plenty, and now this thing won't go anywhere. So let's move on to the other one. Well, I guess if you ever put these in your matrix, just make sure this is how you slide it into the track. Because if you try to slide it the other way, it just binds up. Alright, that actually was pretty simple. So let's pull up the seats. They're in and they look really good. So I almost think this needs another one over here, but overall will be great for a little extra storage. And maybe one day I'll have a med kit in here as well. But I'm gonna take the rest of these and shove them into these channels, so that way I can get some use out of these. Oh, and also too, forgot to really show everything on these, but they look really good. They function good. I did clean up everything and get the 4 ones down at the bottom as well. I did break one of those plastic pieces trying to put it in, but it was my fault because I was trying to put it in wrong. But these also came out looking amazing. I think soon I'm gonna have to try to find a matrix carpet just to clean up that back there, because that plastic just scratches so badly and it stains from everything that was done to it. But sooner or later I'll find one. I'm just trying not to spend so much money on a like hoopty car like this, because really it needs a nice paint job and then an oil leak fix. But sooner or later I'll get this thing perfect, because this thing was super neglected and just didn't deserve the life that it did. So I mean, this is such a cool, unique car. I mean, if everybody knows the XRS with the 6-speed and the 2ZZ was such a great car, and it's still a great car. So one other thing too that I did buy, and I didn't record myself because I didn't know if it was going to work or not, because I bought a few key fobs from the guy too. There was like 2 of them for 10 bucks, because this car never came with one. But I did buy one. One's an aftermarket one and one was a Toyota one. I had high hopes for the Toyota one, but I couldn't get it to link. There's a sequence that you do with putting the key in the ignition, turning it off, turning it on, opening your door, closing your door, turn it off, turn it on, and then it puts it into like a learn mode. But now I got this working, so that way I can actually lock and unlock the car from there as well. So pretty good upgrades today. So got my nice little cubby, looking brand new over here. Got some cup holders for no one that's ever going to be in the rear, but at least that hole is filled. I don't think I should have said that like that, but now anyways, if you guys are new, don't forget to smash your like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you are interested in picking up one of these Auto1 jump starters, I will leave a link down below to get your own, because they are really helpful to have no matter what car you have. So, but with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.